Concept TV. The news headline: See strong reason why Tinubu declare Wike as minister despite PDP membership. The news in detail. In a surprising twist of events, the appointment of Nyesom Wike, a prominent member of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), as a minister in the cabinet of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration has left many puzzled and intrigued. The move has sparked discussions and debate across political circles, shedding light on the intricacies of Nigerian politics. Wike's appointment, despite his strong affiliation with the PDP, has raised questions about the dynamics of power sharing, people's party loyalty, and the evolving nature of political alliances. Critics argue that this move blurs the line between party lines, potentially weakening the ideological foundations of political parties and their ability to provide a strong opposition. This development has drawn attention to the complexities of coalition politics and the pragmatism often required for effective governance. The decision to appoint Wike could be seen as strategic maneuver by Tinubu to strengthen his administration's grip on power, leveraging Wike's extensive experience and popularity to consolidate support from diverse political quarters. However, concerns about potential conflicts of interest and ideological clashes have been voiced. The rationale behind Wike's decision to accept the ministerial role remains a point of speculation. Some argued that his acceptance signals a shift in his personal political stance, while others believe it may be a calculated attempt to influence policy decisions from within. As Nigerians grapple with this surprising turn of events, it highlights the malleability of political allegiances in the pursuit of power and inherent pragmatism that often trumps strict adherence to party ideologies. The decision has also prompted calls for greater transparency in the appointment process, ensuring that meritocracy rather than political connections remains at the forefront of ministerial selection. In conclusion, Nyesom Wike's appointment as a minister in the Tinubu administration has sparked debate and reflections on the intricacies of Nigerian politics. It serves as a reminder that political landscapes are constantly evolving, shaped by the nuanced relationship between individuals, parties, and ideology. This development challenges conventional expectations, underlining the need for a deeper understanding of the motivations that drive such political decisions. I wonder why people are surprised that Wike made it into the list because it's from PDP. Like I don't know why people are surprised. Because the composition of the Federal Executive Council, it's literally spread across all the 36 states of the Federation as a reflection of the federal character principle and equal representation of all the states in the Executive Council. Then the President's nomination is guided to consist of at least 37 persons, that's one person per state, and the FCT Abuja. Then another legal requirement is for the President to ensure that the nominations are made no longer than 60 days from its inauguration. Also, about 45 ministerial nominees, including the former governor of Rivers State, have been screened and confirmed by the Senate. Then Wike, that happens to be a notable member of PDP, that has now clinched to the FCT ministerial slot. He used the platform of APC to get back to his party after his inability to secure the presidential and vice presidential ticket, which pitched him against the leadership. But the crisis over who is in charge of the leadership of the APC in Rivers had given Wike ample opportunity to strategize and win the hearts of the party's top shots. The leadership of Rivers APC was engrossed in a crisis that made the former Transportation Minister Chibuike Amechi lose grip of the party's structure. The power tussle led to a mass exodus of notable members of the party of the PDP. Wike cashed in on the crisis and deployed human and material resources to woo many APC members to his side. It's also Daily Trust. Influential members of the party such as Prince Tonye Priswell, Senator Magnus Abe, Dr. Dawari George, Honorable Bona Nwike, Chris Finebone, amongst others, left the party to join the PDP and other political parties. The crisis continued to dwarf the party's fortunes until the APC presidential primaries gave President Tinubu the presidential ticket. Amaechi, who came a distant third in the APC presidential primary election, was said not to have supported Tinubu despite the president's hand of fellowship extended to him after the election. Prior to the February 25th, 2023 presidential election, the structure of APC in Rivers became weak, just as Tinubu's chances of winning the state became bleak. Prominent leaders of APC in Rivers State they turned to Ada George, Port Harcourt residents of Wike, into a beehive where they go to woo the former governor to join the party. The result of their lobby was evident at the APC presidential rally in Port Harcourt when Wike declared that he would support Tinubu. Then the former governor deployed financial and logistic support to ensure that Tinubu won the presidential election in Rivers. After the inauguration of Tinubu as president, the issue of Wike's ministerial nomination came to the front burner. The question of who takes the state ministerial slot became a contention between Wike and other prominent members of APC. The likes of Senator Magnus Abe, who defected from ABC to SDP to contest the governorship election, Dr. Dakuku Peterside, former DG of NIMASA, Tiens Jackrich, a businessman, and Tonye Cole, the APC governorship candidate, were all willing to get the ministerial position. The above-named politicians contributed their quotas in ensuring that Tinubu won in Rivers State, while Wike is said to have taken advantage of the APC leadership crisis in the state and the role he played towards the victory of Tinubu in the presidential election to get the ministerial slot. Senator Abe is said to have relied on the role he played in the early formation of BATS in the state as well as his closeness to the president's family to lobby for the slot. Abe attempted to exploit his connection with Tinubu's wife, Oluremi, to have his way. Abe and Oluremi were in the 8th Senate and had worked together, especially when she chaired the Committee on Environment. Oluremi was said to have rooted for Abe for a ministerial position, but powerful forces in APC and the presidency favored Wike. Prior to this nomination and clearance by the Senate, Wike had made the presidential villa his second home, where he had lobbied extensively, using the role he played in the state during the presidential election as bait to get the ministerial position. The leadership crisis in Rivers APC, coupled with Amaechi, the leader of APC in Rivers, was said not to have supported Tinubu during the presidential election, gave the PDP chieftain the advantage to corner the APC ministerial slot for Rivers. Daily Trust reports that the fight over who clinched the state ministerial position had pitched Wike, Abe supporters and the APC into a war of words. For instance, the South-South coordinator of Bola Ahmed Tinubu Vanguard, Chief Tony Okocha, who is a strong supporter of Wike, had called on the president to route through Wike all the political appointments meant for Rivers for the benefit of those that truly worked for him during the presidential election. He argued that the law of natural justice demands that those that worked should reap the fruit of their labor. According to him, without Wike, APC would have lost the presidential election in the state, maintaining that the former governor single-handedly funded all the 6,868 polling unit agents across the state and provided the logistic support for APC during the polls. But Wike's nomination as a minister, despite the initial obstacles they faced, did not sit well with the APC leadership in the state, which is normal. So please do not forget to share your thoughts in our comment section. Also, click on the bell notification to get latest updates. And also, do not forget to follow us on all social media. Kindly like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Lastly,